to the Kaleidoscope 2021 Taster Week. My name is Tamara Laporte from Willowing Arts and I am your host on this event. Hello! Here is a little introduction about me. So, I'm Tamara Laporte, but most people call me Tam. I'm a mixed media artist, author and online art teacher. I live in the beautiful countryside of England with my wonderful husband, two awesome little boys called Dylan and Elliot, 4 dogs, and a gaggle of farm animals. My artwork can be described as mixed media folk art with a focus on what I like to call magical realism. It ranges from whimsical children's illustrations to a more stylized fantasy art. Love, mystery, innocence, hope, spirituality, kindness and self-connection inspires my artwork. Symbolism and layering play a big part in it too. My paintings often contain healing themes, uplifting messages and inspirational poetry. I love everything art, basically, and I try to share my creative passions online with my many students who live all over the world. I've been doing this work since 2008 now, so I'm a little bit of a dinosaur. A mixed media dinosaur. I've built up a lot of experience over the years. It is my absolute joy and privilege to share all that I've learned and my creative hints and tips with you out there. I couldn't imagine a better job. Thank you for being here today. I love running online art classes, and my newest course, Kaleidoscope, which is all about color theory, our beautiful world and the human spirit, is about to run for the 2nd time. It ran for the first time last year and it was a great success and very popular. So we are running it again this year. Yay! As you know, we are kicking off this wonderful course with this free taster week that you're on right now. I'm super excited to be sharing all the free art sessions with you. Now, for my session today, we are going to create one of the cutest creatures I have ever created. Check it out. He's a whimsical little doggy. I love him so much. I hope you enjoy my session today, and if you love this taster week, I hope you'll decide to join us on the main Kaleidoscope course. The main Kaleidoscope course starts on August the 1st. While most of the sessions you see on this taster week are at times time-lapsed and shorter and not in depth, on the main Kaleidoscope course, all of the main sessions will be in real time and in depth. This course also comes with a library of in-depth information about color and color theory. So if you've really wanted to dive deeply into understanding color and color theory, then this course is the right one for you. I hope you'll join us. Remember that the taster sessions are only available for 7 days, but if you join Kaleidoscope, the main course, you'll get lifelong access to all content, including the taster session content, and you can download it too. Thank you for being here today. Let's get started on creating some art. Yay! I can't wait to see what you do. Please tag me in the Facebook group if you post any of your whimsical dogs. I'd love to see what you did in response to my lesson today. Have a great session and enjoy the rest of the week. Much love. Bye! Again, and welcome to the creative part of this Kaleidoscope taster session. I'm so happy you are here, and I am really excited to be painting this sweet doggy with you all today. So for my first session, for this session for Kaleidoscope, the taster week, I wanted to focus on the worldly wonder that is the dog, or man's best friend, or the beloved furry canine creatures that accompany so many of us in this world. I personally have 4 dogs, Gizmo, Buddy, Raven and Oreo. Raven and Oreo are the children of Gizmo and Buddy. And they are the Havanese breed with a little bit of poodle mixed in with them. And they are just the sweetest little creatures. And if you own or have a dog in your life yourselves, you will know what I'm talking about. So I felt it was fitting for one of my inspirational themes to be centered around dogs, as they can truly be such life-enriching companions to so many of us in our lives. I love dogs and their unbridled enthusiasm for life and how they are always happy to see you or snuggle up with you, or most of them, of course. There's different personalities, but my dogs are always incredibly excited to see me. They act as if they haven't seen me in like 10 years, and I think it's really funny and very sweet. I'm also really deeply touched and moved by dogs that are service dogs, and so kind of this session is also a bit of an ode to them, just to their sweet, angelical, lovely personalities, really. Now, a little bit of information about dogs. Did you know that the dog was the first species to be domesticated by hunter-gatherers approximately 15,000 years ago? I thought that was really interesting, and it all happened before the development of agriculture. And their closest living relative is the modern grey wolf. And also now, I've already mentioned that dogs perform many roles for humans. So they're service dogs, and they can be trained to assist disabled people. They also assist in hunting and herding, like the collies and they herd the sheep together, you know, those kind of dogs. But they also assist the police and the military, and they can be, what is it called, sniffer dogs that can find people that are, let's say, lost in avalanches and things like that. It's incredible, or just lost in general. Dogs have, of course, an incredible sense of smell. So they're pretty incredible creatures, and of course they are so wonderful in our lives as extra characters, and entire Instagram accounts and TikTok accounts are dedicated to dogs. Also to cats, of course, and I do love cats as well. Yeah, dogs have a special place in my heart. So today's session is dedicated to the beautiful creatures that are dogs. And we're going to be creating a cute doggy like this, sort of similar. Here's the sketch for it. So now my style is what you might call whimsical, so I create more sort of whimsical, non-realistic, quirky animals, and I've done other creatures before on Lifebook, the Lifebook Taster session last year. I did a fox. I have also done pandas and bears and cats and quirky birds. And today we're going to do a quirky dog, which is actually the first time I'm doing a dog. I've never done a dog before, as much as I love them. So we're going to do it in this kind of style, this kind of cute whimsical style. And color-wise, I will be working in what is called an analogous complementary color scheme today. Now, the analogous complementary color scheme is actually one of the lesser-known color schemes. It isn't even on this very handy color wheel. No. And if you join the Kaleidoscope course, I will go over all the color schemes in great depth. We learn a lot about all the color schemes, and I demonstrate how I would create in all of the different color schemes, as well as the teachers do it. It's going to be it's very interesting, and we're going in great depth. But for now, the analogous complementary color scheme is basically, so first of all, you'll need to understand what analogous means. So the analogous color scheme is any 3 to 5 colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So I want to work today with the colors basically red, orange, orange, and yellow, orange. And then I'm going to choose a complement to it, and I'm going to use a tealy blue. So it's kind of this tealy blue, that is going to be the complement. So this is a lesser known color scheme, and like I said, it isn't even mentioned on this color wheel, but funnily enough, it's actually a color scheme I use pretty much the most. So that's kind of fascinating, isn't it? And I really love it as a color scheme. One of my favorites, and I use it the most. So for today's session, I wanted to do that. So I'm going to be working with reds, red, oranges, and sort of lightish orange. And I've got the colors that I've used laid out here, as these are the ones that I used for the base and some of the shading. So let's talk about the supplies I'll be using. So I like working with watercolors as well, I'm a mixed media artist, so I use a variety of different types of mediums, including today watercolors. I work in this Schminke set, which I absolutely love. It's quite a pricey set though, so you don't need this set specifically. You can use any other watercolor brand, that's fine. I love these because of the high pigmentation and versatility, I suppose, but you really don't need this brand. So I'll be working with the Schminke watercolor set, and you can find similar oranges and reds and browns in your other whatever set you have. Watercolors, then I'll be using some color pencils. These are by Arteza, but I also use Prismacolor and Derwent. What else have I got in my little things here? I also have sometimes use these are the Prisma. Oh no, this is Faber-Castell. So a variety of color pencils that I use It doesn't really matter which brand. It's okay to use either water-soluble or non-water-soluble. I prefer the non-water-soluble for if I do shading, just so that it doesn't get activated. But if you do have them, it's also not a problem, because you could use it as the final layer and then it doesn't matter. So the other supplies I will be using are Posca pens, black and white, and some watercolor crayons in a teal and an orange, deep orange, a red orange. These are opposite each other on the color wheel, which makes them complementary. Then you'll also need some water and brushes, and I think that's about it. Now, for those of you, if you're a new artist and feel worried about the drawing process, please note there is also a traceable file included in this session, which you can trace with graphite paper. However, I'll also demonstrate how you can actually draw the dog like this, so this one, yourself, and it's a fairly straightforward design, so you may want to give it a try to just draw it by hand, but don't worry, you can also trace it. Okay, let's get started. I hope you enjoyed this session, and of course I hope to see you on the main Kaleidoscope course. I hope you enjoy the rest of this taster week as well. We have a lot of wonderful sessions for you. Please do tag me in the Facebook group if you have created something, and then I'd love to see your cute doggy, so tag me there. And the rest of this session will be time-lapse to save on time, but I will be putting subtitles under the different steps I take so that you know exactly what I'm doing. Okay everyone, have a great session and let's get started.